All right, good morning once again. All right, Sanitation Safety Team, Professor Bennett coming at you here with week 2 on the job training protocols, number 2. All right, previous video talked about EpiPen training. Now we're going to talk about burn care and cut care. All right, that being said, all right, if you haven't already, whether it be something at home, in the labs here, all right, is in Daytona State, or we're getting to the professional setting. Sooner or later, if you haven't already, you're most likely bound and determined, unfortunately, to get nipped, cut, or something along with burn, maybe touch something hot or something steam related. All right, if it hasn't happened, all right, law averages, team. I hope you have a good streak going, but be mindful. I'm here to help you read, recognize, react accordingly, just in case if and when you do get burned, or if and when you do get nipped or cut, how to make sure you make the smartest decision possible, all right, to what you need to do as soon as you see something or feel something, all right, and that nature, what immediately to do to make sure you minimize infection, minimize the possibility it could be contaminated to not only the surface or food around it, or as always affect someone else. All right, and most importantly though, make sure as always you know how to treat it. Get yourself basically healing properly and get yourself either back to work or as always something along those lines where you might need to call, or like I said, you need to take yourself to, or we could take you to, all right, the ER. So we're going to get into those decisions here, what to do, hopefully, and sometimes even what not to do with burn care and cut care. First things first, most likely going to be something along those lines with the blade. All right, you're going to get nipped, you're going to get cut. All right, when you're basically working with your hands on prepping food, all right, your blood is going to your extremities. Extremities ain't what your fingertips. So when you do nip or cut a fingertip, all right, after basically 2-3 hours of straight doing the same thing over and over again, prepping food, it's going to be a geyser. All right, it's going to basically bleed on, how why? It's just the blood flowing through basically your body that way. All right, so first things first, all right, hand, or as always again, above your heart. All right, what I don't want you to do is run around and say, hey, look at this, take a look at this, all right? Go immediately to the next, or as always again, nearest, hand washing sink. Do not go to a prep sink. Prep sinks are for food. All right, go to the nearest hand washing sink. Here at Daytona State, we have significant strategic place hand washing basically scenarios set up for that basically ideal purpose. At home, do not go to your kitchen sink. Go to your guest bedroom or your basically ensuite in your master, wherever it may be, or the half bath you might have. Go right into that hand washing sink. Okay, professionally, same thing. Nearest hand washing sink, team. All right, let it cold water. All right, get on that cut. All right, cold water, cold water, cold water. All right, make sure it's always getting the best that you can. All right, get a pressure on it, or it'll be something paper towel. It could be something cloth. It could be something towel. Do not use your chef coat. Do not use your apron. All right, and be mindful those blood might leave a stain on there, or in particular, something that you don't want to have forever on you, basically, a uniform and or is always getting a jersey or something along those lines that you might be wearing. All right, hand above your heart, pressure, pressure, pressure. All right, cold water, run it out. Use soap and water to clean it out. Also, you could use basically, to me, alcoholic wipe, antiseptic towelette, whatever it may be. All right, try to make sure you clot that blood as best as you can. Try to, as always I say, control your breathing, all right, as best as you can. All right, if something were to happen where you truly if you feel like it's deep, all right, if you're on campus, either she basically do not come up and see me, yell for someone to go up and get me, and I'll come down and help you. Or Chef Weir is like our triage expert. So either myself, have someone, a classmate, come up and get me, or go see Chef Weir. We'll let you know whether it's ER time or not. All right. Now, next step there, though, it's something basic. All right, we got to put some ointment on it. So now we have hydrocortisone, triple antibiotic, first aid, any one of those, team, boom. All right, put it on there. All right, then we got a Band-Aid. All right, and then we get to, as always, again, finger cot. All right, finger cot in particular, right over that finger that it might be on, and then I want to glove up after that. Okay, so again, all right, first basically step, all right, make sure you step away from the prep area. All right, pressure on it, cold water, hand washing sink, please. All right, then make sure it's always getting good. Always go with basically a paper towel that you'd have close by. Try to clot it, ointment on it. All right, antiseptic towel. All right, make sure you wash it out with soap and water. Get to, as always, again, a Band-Aid, finger cot, glove on top of that. All right, that's your cut care. All right, now get into, as always, again, burn care. Focus in on making sure, all right, it's going to hurt, it's going to sting, it's going to burn, but there's only so much you can do with the burn. Whether it be steam-oriented, where you touch something hot, most likely a blister is going to form. Cold water, cold compress. All right, now in basically our first aid kit, basically on campus in Building 1200, we do have a cold spray. Any one of those, get it cold, fast, team. Make sure, again, your heat extremities, all right, in your hand or a basic wrist that you burned, it's going to be heightened. All right, the temperature there is going to be skyrocketing. So you need to cool it down. So cold water, ice, cold spray, whatever it may be. All right, outside of that, only so much you could do. All right, clean it out, wash it out. If it's something that is a blister, all right, aloe vera. All right, but also in particular, all right, outside of that, I want you to treat it with any one of those. Again, hydrocortisone, triple bionic, first aid cream. If it's on a finger or a hand, make sure we're basically gloving up. All right, with the finger cut. If it's on your wrist forearm, gauze, gauze, gauze. All right, and make sure it's always, again, it's an open wound. I don't want to get it infected. Sometimes maybe have staph infection. You never know how severe it might be, first degree, second degree, third degree. All right, burn. Again, have someone run up and get me in my office and or basically Chef, we're our triage experts for you. All right, so that's your burn care, cut care. Hopefully, as always, again, you got a chance to enjoy. I hope you never get a chance to experience it, but now you'll be able to recognize, react accordingly, team. All right, best wishes, take care, stay safe.